Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hello, I am so excited to talk to you today about this certain topic. You saw it in the title, and I want to know if you agree with me. I want to know if you disagree with me. So watch this video, comment down below, because I need my opinion either validated or I need to debate with someone. Because this movie makes me reconsider some things in my personal life. Like some of my personal choices. Like what kind of movies I like to watch. Now, Coherence is a sci-fi thriller movie, right? Low budget, low micro budget indie movie, sci-fi thriller. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. I will say this. I definitely recommend you watch it and then you listen to this review. You listen to this video because there are some interesting aspects about the story that I think some people could like if you like sci-fi thriller stories. Now, to the plot. Even saying that it's a thriller is a spoiler because this plot is bonkers. This plot is mind-blowing. I 100% check. I would definitely suggest watching this at night, perhaps by yourself, maybe with one other person. But yeah, just really turn that TV up, turn up that surround sound, and immerse yourself in this movie. It's a very digestible movie, very easy, and it's very easy to immerse yourself into this movie, for sure. So, let's start with problem number 1, the plot. Now, when I say the plot, what I really mean is the pacing issues and the time stuff. The time stuff is no bueno, in my personal opinion. The way that it was done was intriguing when you're watching it, but it's intriguing because it's confusing. And it's not confusing in a good way where it's like, ooh, I really want to figure out where the story's going to. I want to see the climax. It's really just like incoherent, one could say. So, if you don't know, Coherence is centered around a group of friends at a party who experience a strange phenomena, who experience a strange event as a comet passes by Earth. So very intriguing. It pulls you in. It's very gripping. It's very immersive. However, the execution falls short for several reasons. Let's get into it. The pacing can be frustrating. The film relies heavily on dialogue to build up tension, reveal plot twists, and some of the dialogue is just absolutely irrelevant, like when the some of the dialogue is absolutely irrelevant. Like during the first 15 minutes of the movie, there's this passive aggressiveness, there's this drama. To be totally honest, it's drama, and it feels like it's building up to this like point of drama where it's like, holy shit, are people gonna start cheating on each other? And like what is this tension going to lead to? Is there like I was watching this movie in the first 15 minutes, I said, someone is gonna kill this woman. Someone is going to kill this woman. And just thinking about how excited I was at the start of the movie, like, I know it's not fair to judge the movie for what it doesn't have, but man, I was excited. I was excited for some of the dialogue and some of the hints about, like, divorce and the dynamics of the relationship. I was hoping that they would lead somewhere, but they really didn't, because the ending of the movie just kind of ended. There, I said it. The movie just kind of ended. I mean, really. This guy gets a phone call from the clone, or the original. Dude, quite honestly, like, I don't care. I don't care about the specifics of the plot, because how the movie ended, it just ended, bro. It actually just ended. The boyfriend gets a call from the clone girlfriend, and she's like, blah, 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 blah. We don't even hear it. And then the boyfriend looks at the girlfriend, and then boom, credits. Like, what? In my personal opinion, you can take this with a grain of salt. I highly recommend that you do. The climax of that story, if you are like putting in this time-bending element and this sci-fi element, then the climax is the climax should be the interaction between the clone and the group. Like, holy shit, like, you're not in this right timeline. And it kind of happened. It was kind of having that gradual build-up of like, oh man, like the tensions in the house in regards to like, oh, did you really, or the dynamics of the relationships throughout the movie got increasingly more and more intense because there were like other different timelines coming to and from each house, right? And there were different timelines interacting with each other. But then the story just ends and the timeline just stopped interacting. Like, don't we want to see the final build up, the final conflict? Dude, I like, in general, I'm not a fan of like showdown endings where there's like, oh, one person fights another person, or one person fights a thing or an idea. But I really could have used some sort of like cathartic release of drama, because the ambiguous ending, like, it just didn't stick with me much. Like, I think about the ending and I'm like, oh, that's it? Quite honestly, it could have ended. You know where I wish this movie's credits would have started? Is when the girlfriend finds the clone. The first time that she finds the clone. Just like in the trunk. She looks into the trunk. Or, wait, no, that's not how it went. You know, okay, so there was kind of a build-up of interactions between these different timeline characters. But then the girlfriend, the main girl, just leaves the dinner party. Like, she literally just leaves when the movie was getting interesting. Am I alone here? Am I alone on this opinion? She actually just fucking outright leaves. It would have been so interesting to stay in that house and be a fly on the wall. Shit was just now hitting the fan. And she leaves. To do what? To find a better timeline. Okay, interesting. And then we see where that timeline goes. But do we? No, we don't. We don't see the ending of that timeline. We see, oh, maybe she's... The ending of the movie points that we don't see the final girl succeed. We don't see our original main girl succeed. I don't know, man. Maybe this whole movie is just fucking metaphors and... But it's so confusing. There's a fine line between complexity that contributes to intensity and complexity that takes away from how much suspense that you have in a scene. And yeah, there's a little kind of disorienting feel to the plot and the decisions made and by the actual characters. And I'm gonna be so honest. The acting was fine. It was just okay. Which I know, that's the boring thing to say. But it's the actual characters themselves. Name one characteristic of any one of the characters at the party. I'm sorry, but like, I only knew these people as Beard Guy, Red Dress Woman, etc. Like, Actor Man. Like, I had one bullet point of information about each of these people, and like, maybe there was some character development that I missed, but there was certainly no payoff to any of the dynamics or any of the characteristics of the people that were shown. It's also kind of interesting thinking about the lack of chemistry between the characters. Well, yes, their individual performances were just okay. The lack of chemistry is absolutely baffling considering that this is a character-driven movie. Like, yes, this is a sci-fi thriller, but most of this movie is dialogue and interactions between characters. I'm sorry. How do you lack chemistry? How do some lines feel so forced? And like, do these people even like each other at all? I just think that lower budget movies can get a pass sometimes. That's definitely okay. That's perfectly fine. For like Blair Witch, like maybe the original Blair Witch was a little overhyped because of the whole context surrounding it, and the movie itself isn't actually super duper good or scary. It's just a product of the time and a result of all this viral marketing. But I absolutely despise handheld camera and like shakiness being overused specifically because I'm sorry, it starts looking like The Office to me. It starts looking like insert your situational comedy here. Like, I'm sorry, it's just so like it feels like Modern Family. It feels like The Office. I don't even know. It is so distracting. Put the camera down. Let us focus on the damn characters, okay? Let me just hear what people are saying, and the camera's just like moving all around like crazy. Like, chill. Just be confident in your approach, in your setup. Don't like go for these creative choices that actually limit you. I understand why you're doing these creative choices. It's to increase your production value, but it's a limitation of the movie. So own that limitation and just, dude, literally just like plop a camera down. It's probably a lot easier than shaking around a camera. Coherence, overall, Coherence is a film with an intriguing concept, but it just doesn't deliver given its potential. And when a movie plummets off a cliff, I will be so hesitant to recommend that movie to anyone. And it is because of that that I do not recommend this to thriller lovers, sci-fi lovers, horror movie lovers, even though it's not really a horror movie. This film is held back by so much, and I think if you're really, really struggling for content, then you can turn it on, but in most cases, just don't watch it. There's better stuff out there. Even in the sci-fi thriller genre, there's way better stuff out there, even for an indie film, even for lower budget sci-fi thriller stuff. There's better stuff out there. Coherence is a interesting concept, for sure. But past that, I'm kind of left with some questions and frustration. So let me know down below in the comments. Let's discuss. I really want to know your opinion. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.